Monday the 23rd, and I'm in my office slash closet, and you guys just probably saw me make my oatmeal. It's typically what I eat every morning. Currently it is 9:30. I actually have a call at 10 to 10:30 and then 10:30 to 11. So I want to go ahead and try to eat my oatmeal really quickly and then do my makeup. So I'm going to like munch this all down, and then I'm going to do my makeup only because I have meetings, and I also have 2 videos to shoot. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like my to-do list up on that wall. So because I have things to do on my to-do list that requires me being on camera, plus I want to make some TikToks today. Because of that, just me being on video, I want to go ahead and do my makeup. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat my oatmeal, try to knock out this makeup, and then, yeah, we're going to get into it, guys. So alright guys, so I'm done with my hair and makeup. I just did something like really simple hair, simple makeup, because again I have a meeting. In that meeting I do want to look presentable. I have 2 meetings, and then I have to shoot 2 videos, and then I also want to make a TikTok just for my TikTok channel. Will I make the TikTok? I don't know, but that's the goal. So yeah, I'm about to get set up for my meeting, get everything ready, because right now it's 9:48. My meeting starts at 10, so I need to go ahead and get things set up, my whole computer set up, and then I'll check in with you guys, and you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Alright guys, so I am all set up. I'm ready to dive into work for today. It's currently 8:55, and no, I'm sorry, it is 9:55, so I have 5 minutes until my meeting starts. So as you guys can see, I do work with 1, 2, 3, 4 computers. I do have 4 computers set up in my office slash closet. So this is like my beauty room slash office. This is where I do all my work. Again, I have 4 computers because I work in digital marketing. A lot of times I'm working on multiple things at one time. I'll be working on one client's paid ads, another's organic social media marketing, another SEO. And so because of that, I need to be able to navigate quickly from client to client and things of that nature. So it just makes it easier. I am interested in getting that, I think it's like a Samsung 48-inch curved monitor, and that would pretty much replace all 4 of these computers. So that's really the goal for me to go ahead and get that. I need to order that, but in the meantime I do have 4 computers. I have a Mac laptop, and then I have a desktop that kind of extends to it, and then I also have an HP EliteBook that extends to another desktop. And so yeah, it's a little bit crazy, but that's the life of a digital marketer. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up for the meeting. Yeah, so pretty much we're going to go ahead and dive into this meeting. I'm going to get it set up. Obviously, like, I can't let you guys hear like the full details of the call, but I will try my best to let you guys hear as much as possible. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and log into the meeting, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we discussed on the meeting and what my day looks like today.
So great now. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Because on Tuesday night I was watching my niece played, and I was so frustrated I was crying.
Gosh. It's amazing how, like...
So that meeting's all done. It's all wrapped up. So that took like an hour, maybe like an hour and 15. A lot of times the meetings that we hop on, we're just going over high-level stuff, right? So like, what's everyone done over the past week? What's your bandwidth? Are you overwhelmed? Do you need help with anything? And this is a meeting with the marketers, the people who are marketing, advertising, and actually like account managers. So the way that it usually works in any like agency or just any kind of marketing department, there's usually like marketing and advertising department, and then there's account managers. Account managers are usually the people who they're still considered to be in like the marketing, and we're talking about the marketing industry only. There's account managers in every industry, but for the marketing industry specifically, there typically are account managers, and account managers are usually the people who actually talk to the clients, right? So they're the ones who talk to the clients on our behalf as marketers, saying, hey, this is what our marketing team has done for you, this is what your marketer has done for you, this is the campaign they rolled out, this is the copy that they use, this is the images that they use, this is the kind of marketing campaign they've done, whether that's SEO, whether that's maybe like an organic campaign, or whether that's like a paid ads campaign, which is typically what I do. I am a digital marketer, full stack digital marketer, but I specialize in paid advertising. So that's those Facebook ads, those Instagram ads, those Google ads that you typically see when you look up something or you search something and then these ads keep following you. That'd be my job, a paid ads marketer. And so typically on these calls, I'm speaking with the account manager saying like, hey, this is what I did for this client. This is the campaign that I rolled out. Here are the paid ads that I've done. Here's the copy. Here's the images. Here's the result. This is how many purchases they've gotten. This is how many leads they've gotten, and blah, 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 blah. And the account manager basically takes all that information, put it in a report, and then they go and they talk to the client about what it is that I've done for them, where I can improve, if I need to improve, or what I have done really well. And so for people who are looking to get into marketing, an account manager marketing role is really cool because you're still technically in the marketing industry, but you don't have to do all the work. You're more so like that middle person, and you understand marketing from on like a surface level, so you can have those in-depth conversations, but for the most part it's really just being that middle person. So yeah, it's really cool. But now I don't know if you guys ever heard, but I use Trello a lot. And so with Trello, especially with like my clients, especially when I'm working as a consultant. Right now, you guys are just watching me work as a marketing consultant for a company. So this is me working independently on my own, not technically as an employee. So with this, we use Trello a lot, which I absolutely love Trello because the way that it works, let me see if I can just show you guys. Okay, so the way that Trello works is essentially like during the week, this is my calendar, but you essentially get assigned to things. So my name, or my initial, is AP. So I have AP. Everyone has their picture except for me, so I need to update my picture. But basically, AP, all of these, every time you see my name, that's my assignment. So that means something is assigned to me. So basically, I open it on a different view on my second screen. And so basically what I did was I put a filter, and then I put only cards assigned to me. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry if it's kind of blurry. Let me see. Okay. So only cards assigned to me. So I select members and I only put the cards assigned to me. And so now I can see what I need to do. So Monday I have to do a campaign brief. That's today. Tomorrow there's a daily stand-up meeting that I have to be prepared for, that I need to present. There's just like a Google ad campaign I need to do. I need to do a campaign in Crumbl. Wednesday, I have to do another roundtable. I have to do image extensions. So this is just basically what my calendar looks like for the week. And one second. A lot of these things, a lot of time my calendar won't look super full. And the reason why it won't look super full is because a lot of this stuff takes a lot of time. So setting up a campaign brief for a client, that takes a really long time because I have to do market research. I have to go in, and if the client is, say for instance, an e-commerce client, they're selling shoes to, I don't know, millennials. I have to go in as a marketer and I have to do research on millennials, what kind of shoes they like, what colors, brand styles that they typically like, what kind of salary they usually have. I have to do a full-on market research so I can understand the client and what their goals are, but most importantly, understanding their target audience. Once I do my market research, then I have to put that all into like this really beautiful presentation and present that to the client. Or the account manager has to present it to the client, and hopefully the client approves. But I'm doing all the back work. I'm doing the market search. I'm putting together the actual presentation. There's like 15, 20 slides. So that takes all day. So that's what I have to work on today. I have to do a campaign brief for an actual client. Now, this client specifically is using a tool called Callrail, which is really cool. So you guys who are in marketing, if you don't use it, you probably want to use it, or maybe you're here because you're a business owner. Callrail basically lets you track any leads that you get from phone calls. So sometimes, you know, clients that we have, they want to get leads, but the lead is an actual phone call. Well, people call their phone all day long. So how are we supposed to know when the phone calls come from us as marketers? There's something called Callreel that's able to actually track when phone calls come in from my actual ad efforts, and so that I can say maybe you got 300 calls today, but out of that 300, half of those, 150 of those were from the ads, so that they know that what I'm doing is valuable, right? So that's pretty much what I have to set up right now. And then like tomorrow I have to do a Google campaign. So my favorite thing to do is Facebook ads and Instagram ads. That's no surprise. I think I've mentioned that a ton of times on this channel, but I also do Google ads. And Google ads, while it's not my favorite, clients do like it. So when we do get a client that wants Google ads, I do have to do Google ad campaigns for the client. So for you guys who really want to be a full stack digital marketer, it is kind of cool. Not even cool, it's kind of vital to be a full stack marketer. It's vital for you to have these different certifications or have the knowledge, working knowledge of how to do these things. So Facebook advertising, there's the Facebook Blueprint certification that you can get. And by the way, anyone can get the Facebook Blueprint certification. They do cost, and there's different levels. So there's like a beginner level, like a medium level, right? If you're like not quite advanced, but you're not quite a beginner, it's like an intermediate level, and then they have like the advanced. So some of them can get pretty pricey. So there's one that's like $99, there's another that's $199, and then they just go up from there. But either way, Facebook Blueprint certifications look really great on your resume if you have those certifications. I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing Facebook advertisement for 7 years. I've always done Facebook ads. Like, I went to school for marketing, and then I've always been in the digital marketing space, and I literally just got my Facebook Blueprint certification like a year ago. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, I literally just got it a year ago because I felt like I didn't need it, because I knew Facebook ads and Instagram ads through and through, so I didn't really need it. But I went ahead and got it, and I'm glad that I did, because first of all, there's a lot of stuff in that certification that I did not know and that I've now applied to my campaigns. And second of all, when I'm going out as a contractor, consultant, a marketing professional, when I'm looking for new clients, looking for new agencies that I can come in and help them, when they see that I have those Facebook Blueprint certifications on my resume, it definitely helps me when it comes to what I am negotiating for, like, my pay rate. So Facebook Blueprint certifications, definitely something you can get, and you do not need a degree to go into digital marketing. By the way, I do have a degree. I've always wanted to go to college. I've always wanted the experience in marketing, but you do not need it. So definitely just feel free to go in through these boot camps that you can find on Udemy, Coursera. Just getting these certifications, you can learn through the certifications, but then also Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Display, Google Shopping, everything about Google. You can go on and get certifications in those different areas as well. So I do have my Google Analytics, Google Ads certification as well, and that's how I pretty much learned how to do Google Ads, is through those certifications, and so now I do those. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on for the majority of the week, is Google Ads, actually. So we have a really huge client that you guys heard us talking about. They specialize in, they're a nonprofit, right? Because I don't want to say too much about them, but they're a nonprofit, and their goal, their job, and their mission is to help low-income, underrepresented individuals and people get benefits that they need, like, SNAP benefits, anything that helps with helping them find a job if you can't find a job, like making sure you have all the knowledge you need in order to be able to survive. So really getting that information out there. So we were talking about it earlier on the call, like what our campaigns would look like, so that we making sure that we're getting in front of those underrepresented people, those low income people, those elderly people who may not have a job. What kind of campaigns are we going to be working on? And so that's why I'm working on a ton of Google ads today and the rest of this week, because most people, they're on the internet and they're searching for things like, where can I find a job, a part-time job that pays well, remote work, where can I get food from, like food help, housing assistance. They don't go on Facebook and they don't go on Instagram to search for that stuff. They usually go on Google. So we're doing heavy SEO, heavy Google ads for that. So yeah, that's what I'm about to focus on. I'm going to start knocking that out. I'm going to dive into this campaign brief with Callreel and just really get into it, and then yeah, I'll just pick up with you guys when I'm moving on to my next thing, or if I have something else to show you guys that's super important. Okay, so really quickly, guys, one thing I wanted to tell you about was this software. Well, it's not really a software, it's a website. So the website is called NordicClick.com. And if you're doing Google Ads and you need to present the Google Ads to your client before you actually build the campaign, because you don't want to build the campaign and then the client's like, I don't like that at all. You know, if you want to just like do like mock-ups or drafts, you can go to NordicClick.com. And essentially, like, NordicClick.com allows you to put in all of the assets. So you can upload the pictures, you can upload the copy, the landing page, everything. And you can take a screenshot of it and provide it to your client, so your client can kind of actually experience how the actual ad will look from an aesthetic standpoint. And if they have any edits or they want any changes, then you simply can just go ahead and make those changes in NordicClick.com and then send them back to them. And then you can just keep going back and forth until you finally settle on what you want it to look like. And then once it looks good and they agree and approve everything, then from there you can go ahead and build it out in Google Ads. So I do that all the time. Before I make any ads, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Google, I always build them out in a mock-up platform. So Nordic Click is what I use for the actual Google Ads, but Facebook has their own like draft builder as well, where you can build out the ads as far as like the aesthetic and how it looks, and then once they approve, then you build it out in the actual ad platform. That way you're not having to start over and edit within the platform, which can get kind of extensive, kind of frustrating and overwhelming. So just a really quick tip right there. Okay, so really quickly, guys, one thing I wanted to tell you about was this software. Well, it's not really a software, it's a website. So the website is called NordicClick.com. And if you're doing Google Ads and you need to present the Google Ads to your client before you actually build the campaign, because you don't want to build the campaign and then the client's like, I don't like that at all. You know, if you want to just like do like mock-ups or drafts, you can go to NordicClick.com. And essentially, like, NordicClick.com allows you to put in all of the assets. So you can upload the pictures, you can upload the copy, the landing page, everything. And you can take a screenshot of it and provide it to your client, so your client can kind of actually experience how the actual ad will look from an aesthetic standpoint. And if they have any edits or they want any changes, then you simply can just go ahead and make those changes in NordicClick.com and then send them back to them. And then you can just keep going back and forth until you finally settle on what you want it to look like. And then once it looks good and they agree and approve everything, then from there you can go ahead and build it out in Google Ads. So I do that all the time. Before I make any ads, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Google, I always build them out in a mock-up platform. So Nordic Click is what I use for the actual Google Ads, but Facebook has their own like draft builder as well, where you can build out the ads as far as like the aesthetic and how it looks, and then once they approve, then you build it out in the actual ad platform. That way you're not having to start over and edit within the platform, which can get kind of extensive, kind of frustrating and overwhelming. So just a really quick tip right there. All right, guys, we're going into Best Buy, see what we can find. Yeah, I really need to get this cord. Automatically zooms in, and I can't figure out how to zoom it back out. It automatically zooms in, so I know that we can go, well, I know that we can go in and out like that, yeah. But that's as far as it goes. But when you're not recording it, and it didn't come like this, it came zoomed out, so I don't know if I pressed a button.
Oh, yeah, so let me see.
You can.
Let me see. You mind?
Yeah.
Let's see. You just have to put it, so for example, like that.
Okay.
You kind of just do have to, you know.
Oh, on there.
On the with a little toggle like this.
Okay, okay.
So.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. So this little toggle.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Alright guys, so I am officially back in my car from Best Buy. So I feel like he thought he helped me with the camera, but I just like tested it out and it still doesn't do what I wanted to do. Which y'all probably like, what are you talking about? What do you want it to do? But it's a long story, but anyway, I'm over it. I was actually just sitting in the car looking up to see if it was possible, but I can't find anything, so whatever. But I did get the cord, and thankfully it was only $8.99, so I got the proper cord. I'm gonna go ahead and be able to hook up everything from my camera to my laptop. I'm about to go ahead and head back towards my house. I need to probably grab me some lunch because it's 2:13 and I still haven't eaten. So I'm gonna grab me some lunch, finish up my work day. And yeah, obviously I'm gonna take you guys with me to finish it up, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so I did get my lunch and I actually was gonna go home and eat my lunch, but I'm really hungry. I went to Modern Market. It's kind of like, what do you call it, Wildflower or something like that? I don't know. I've only been here once, but they pretty much have healthy foods, so you can kind of see what I got. I got some mango chicken, black beans, pineapple, arugula, like a whole little situation. And yes, I'm about to sit in my car and eat this because I am very much hungry. As soon as I find, oh my god, did they not? Oh, I was gonna say they didn't give me a fork. They did give me a fork, but I was about to go home and eat it, but I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna eat it right now, and then I'm gonna go home. But let's see how this tastes. It looks good. That's really good. Oh. I know some of you guys know, but I don't eat gluten. I don't eat gluten. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat certain nuts and grains. Right now, I'm not eating chocolate. I don't do caffeine. I really don't do alcohol. I'm supposed to not do alcohol. Like, that's what I'm supposed to not do. But special occasions, I might have a glass of wine. So yeah, that's like a lot of stuff that I don't eat. I try to eat healthy for the most part. Not for the reason that most people do it, because they want to stay slim or whatever. I mean, I do want to stay in shape, but the reason I do is because I suffer with so many like migraines. Then my arm hurts, my legs hurt, my elbows hurt. Like, every time I wake up, something hurts. And for what reason, I have no clue. I go to the doctor, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine. I get migraines, I get dizzy. It's just the weirdest thing, but I just cut out all these different things that could be triggering, like eggs, dairy, gluten, to help me. And it has helped a ton. And I realize when I do make a mistake and eat something, especially gluten, then like my headaches come right back. So it's the weirdest thing, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna eat this lunch. And guys, this is just like the life of working in like marketing, digital marketing, especially if you're remote. It's very rare. I haven't really met anyone who works in digital marketing where it's like search engine optimization, paid ads, organic, whatever kind of marketing. It's very rare to meet someone who does not work remote at this point, and not only who doesn't work remote, but actually has to stick to like a set schedule. Now, mind you, I do like a lot of independent consulting as a marketer and freelancing and you know, white labeling into these agencies and stuff. So I pretty much always can do whatever I want. But even before that, just when I was just regular employee, oh my god, all these sounds. Even before that, before I was just a regular corporate employee, I've always been able to just do what I want. And for the most part, create my own schedule and go to lunch whenever I want to go to lunch and take break whenever I want to take break, because I don't need to be in meetings all day. Now, granted, I do have meetings, but those meetings are at that time, whatever, they're on my calendar. I take the meetings and I go about my business, but I don't have to be on a clock. I don't have to clock in at 8, clock out at 12 for lunch, or I didn't have to, right? I never really had to clock in, clock out, take lunch at this time, take lunch at that time, stick to a certain schedule, have to be in my desk, at my desk at all times, because I've always worked in this industry, and this industry has always been really flexible. For the most part, even when I was, like I said, like a full-on employee going into an office, it was really flexible, and that's really one of the things that I really like about working in marketing. I think like fields like digital marketing, digital tech, those kind of industries have a lot of flexibility with your schedule, and so it's just very refreshing for most people who transition into digital marketing and tech kind of based roles. It's refreshing for them from being in that typical 8 to 5, 9 to 5 office cubicle to just having so much freedom, which is really cool. So that's another thing that, you know, would drive someone to maybe want to change fields into like marketing or something. It's really very much like pros and cons to every industry, but I would definitely say there's way more pros working in this space than it is cons. So I absolutely enjoy it, and I've always had. I don't know what these things are, but they're really good. Oh, you know what? That's sweet potato hash. That's what that is. That's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish eating, guys. I'm gonna knock this food out in 15 minutes flat, then head back home, finish up our work day, and then yeah, gonna do some relax. Hey, what's up, guys? I am back. So actually, let me change my lighting. It's kind of weird. There we go. I'm officially back. I ate in the car, as you guys saw. I'm back. I'm trying to finish up some work. So basically what I need to do here is, we were talking a little bit earlier about the Google image extensions. I essentially need to finish up doing the Google extensions. Where's my glasses? So basically, like, according to like Google, you see a 10% increase in like clicks and conversions, especially your click-through rate as well when they have image assets. And mostly this increase of percentage happens when it is on mobile. So when you see mobile search ads and then they have the image right next to it, if someone is able to see that image and then click on it, that increases your click-through rate as well as your conversion rate by 10%. And so for all of the Google search campaigns that I'm doing now and moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I'm putting the Google image extension. I did go through Shutterstock and Unsplash, and I found some images that I thought would be a good fit. I did go ahead and submit those images to the marketing head at the actual agency that I consult with, and she gave me some feedback on those images. Some of them she said she liked, some of them she thought were a little bit off for the goal that we have. So I did let our graphic designer know, like, hey, can you like pull me some more images? So essentially what I did was I went on Shutterstock, I found images, and I told him like, this is the direction that I want to go. And then what he did was he went in with my direction, found some pictures. I then came back and submitted them. We submitted them to the director head, and she's just saying that we're pretty much on the right track, but there was a couple edits that she wanted us to make and get some new images. So I went ahead and let our designer know that, and now I can see right now it's like live, he's submitting some updated pictures. So yeah, so I'm just reading through this. She says that for the most part they're all good, but there is a little bit of a disconnect for some of them, that she wanted to see some other options. He said that makes sense. He didn't realize that the positive images were not performing as well as the negative ones. And so basically what that means is, okay, I told you guys earlier, like, we're working with nonprofit. This nonprofit's mission, their goal, their life's purpose is to essentially help people get the benefits that they need and deserve. If you're impoverished, in poverty, low income, maybe you're only working part-time, their job is to say, listen, there's resources out there. There's SNAP, EBT, you know, there's housing assistance, there's cash assistance. Like, that's their goal. And so basically we submitted more positive images than negative images. So for instance, if someone were to do a Google search for, you know, maybe like housing assistance, you know, apartment assistance for people without income or with low income, once they do the search, the ad will pop up with an image. The images that we were using were more so like positive images of like someone like, oh, I got housing assistance, I'm so excited, I got housing assistance, I have a smile on my face because I got assistance. But from her experience, what works better is the negative images, meaning someone's sad, like they're sad, they have a sad face, or they're looking down, they're looking depressed because they need housing assistance. So those negative images actually performed better than the positive images, right? So she was able to like pull data from previous campaigns and say like, hey, look, for the Google extension images, actually when we had like more negative based images, those actually resonated more. And I guess it makes sense because it resonates more with them because that's where they currently are emotionally. Emotionally, they're currently sad, maybe depressed, overwhelmed, and so those emotions need to be captivated through the images versus how they would feel if they had the housing assistance. So now he's just pulling more negative images. I'm going to review those images and then I'm going to submit it back over to the marketing director, and then if she likes those, then we're good to go. So I'm just working on that right now. Alright guys, so that is the end of my workday. It is currently 4:34, so I got done a little bit earlier than 5. But that is the day in my life of a digital marketer, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!